Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today I've got something really good for you. We're playing the Fantasy Generals 2 new DLC called Empire Aflame. Now, we already played the previous DLC called Onslaught on this channel fully. I also made tips and tricks series for how to play it if you want to play it yourself. So now, let's start Empire Aflame and let's go. So we're going to be playing Empire Aflame. The proud empire is in turmoil. The emperor was slain by barbarian invaders in league with his rebel daughter Makra, and the powerful order of Transmuter is torn asunder by the treason of the true path fanatics. In these dark times, Governor Veros of Sinor, who sponsored the orphan Moira's training in the hidden library, has been a pillar of stability. His armies are keeping the empire's peace, and when he calls on Moira to serve, she gladly joins them. Alright, so we're going to be playing this on a challenging difficulty. Let's begin. Now, one of the things I do on this channel is I make character voices. There's been some comments lately from pretty long subscribers that maybe you're not a fan of that, so let me know in the comments if you like it or not. It's kind of a fun thing to do for me, so I hope you guys like it, but I'll let you tell me. Goats, I hate the border, the freezing cold, the trapped natives with their dirty hovels, living like half-trolls in the ground. I'm glad Uncle Warrior sent you along. At least there's some civilized discourse to be had. Tell me, little Moira, what did these old stiffs of the library teach you? He taught me that there is more to life than seeking your own comfort and dodging in luxury at the palace, Lord Philos. Hardship builds character, you should try it. Oh, your wit is as sharp as ever. Remember the tongue lashings I got back when we played in the palace gardens together. But look at you now. The masters have turned you into a veritable scholar. Although the robe does go well with your hair. But to say, hiding behind dusty tomes is no way for a lady to live. But then, as you reminded me often, I'm no lady, Lord Philos. I'm happy to show you what I have learned at the library. I promise to explain it slowly, so your refined mind will not be overwhelmed with mere words. Ha! I can see we will not lack for a witty conversation at least. It will be a pleasure to be graced with your company on our little outing, Lady Moira. We will have to rein in those rebels and mete out justice for their deeds. I can't fathom it. The Empire brought wealth and stability to the provinces, yet they will not accept our blessed reign, insisting on their backward ways like petulant children. And like children, they will need a firm hand to educate them. Can see where he stands. So let us ride forward and school them. The first rebel village is not far from here to the east. Men at the ready, let them marvel at the glory of the Empire. Alright, so our goal is to capture these 4 villages. What's important is that we've got 13 turns for this. And if in these 13 turns we get the money from having all of these different settlements, or we can find things like weapon and things like that. After that, the wealth of the region is depleted and we no longer gain anything, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, what I like to do with these in this game is I like to kind of decide in advance which units are good to have played as tanks. So first of all, if you can summon a unit, which we actually can do, we can summon something called, we're actually going to do it right now, a skeleton infantry. And the benefit for having this unit is that it will disappear at the end of the scenario, so you can use it as a sacrificial unit and it can die and you do not care about it at all. So that's something that's really important. Also, your characters work well as tanks, and I'll tell you why. Because normally the way this game works is that if you do any damage, right, you will take some damage yourself, and the damage will be split into sort of like a red part and a black part. And the red part represents injury, so it's like I got hurt, and the black part means dead. Now, with you have these little bars in the health bar, let's say, these little parts, these little rectangles, and that represents 1 person. So there's actually 8 of them here, or there should be, because we have 8 of these little skeletons. 1 represents each. So if the skeleton is just injured, it's red. If the skeleton is dead, then it's black. Now, at the end of the scenario, if this was a normal unit and not a skeleton, you would have to pay to get new, let's say, spearmen in order to sort of fill up this little, tiny little army. But if you only have your main characters, then you do not need to pay anyone, because the hero is either alive or dead. There's no like half point there. Okay? So that's why it's really useful to use these guys as kind of like the tanks, because all you have to do is rest with them. You never have to worry about paying someone else to take their place. Right, we're gonna end our turn here. So we did what we could. Right. Now we're going to continue this with Philos. Actually, we're going to start with Moira because she's an archer, and then follow up with my other archers and hit... I think also... Actually, we're going to hit their swordsman this time because it seems to do a little bit better damage. Then as always, I'm going to follow it up with my sacrificial units because I want them to use their one and only defensive fire, because now I can attack them very easily with the rest of my units. Now Philos is going to move here to the side and attack them from there. And then my knights should be able to finish them off. They're going to step into the position. And now we can... Okay. That was an easy victory. These louts are no match for a force of true soldiers. We should teach them some manners, make them a true servants of the Empire. I say we kill every 10 of them as a reminder of what happens when they disobey us. So you can choose to not kill any more of them or kill all of them. If you kill all of them, you get 2 additional undead units. If you leave them alive, you get something. You get... Actually, I'm not sure if you get something, so let's try to do this. I have enough dead for the day. Once we have defeated the other rebels, I will return and raise more transmuted to help repair the damage. And we'll see how useful our friendship can be. We may change your mind about them once you've seen this. Come over here. What is this? These men were the Imperial Purple and they have been mutilated. What have they done to them? These men were our envoys to the rebels, offering them mercy and peace if they put down their weapons. The rebel dirt caught them and flayed them to death, cutting open their ribcage while they were alive, taking out their lungs. They call this torture the Eagle to mock our Empire standards. The lungs continue to pump while the poor victim lives represent the beating wings of an eagle. And you think these savages can be reasoned with? Such hatred, why would they resent us so much? Because they're brutes. They may talk about freedom and their old ways, but in truth they're bloodthirsty animal, no better than the dire wolves roaming the forest. Well, they will rue the day they dared raise their axes against us. We will crush their little rebellion and show them how swift imperial justice can be. Oh, so actually we don't get anything. I thought we might get some sort of like some weapon or something like that. We actually get absolutely nothing. That's interesting. Alright, either way, there's nothing else for us to do, so we're just going to end our turn, and then we're going to move ahead. And then we go towards the Blood Oak, which is going to allow us to explore it and gain some stuff. What's this? A bleeding tree? Is it some barbarian sorcery? They call it a Blood Oak. It's a sacred tree to the local people, said to allow contact to the spirits of their ancestors. They sacrifice to the tree to gain their blessing. Sacrifice? Well, let's see if they left anything of value. There were few spoils in that village and the soldiers have earned their share. This may anger their spirits, Philos. You are committing sacrilege in their eyes. You're afraid of the dead? You, of all people? I do not fear any barbarian living or dead, and the gold they left here was stolen from the Empire's coffers anyway. Just take what was ours to begin with. Now, we could also hire a new unit because we do have a settlement, so we could get like Peltats or Spearmen. But I don't think we need a new unit just yet. Instead, let's just keep moving. We could always summon a new unit with Moira, so I could summon here another skeleton army. We're going to place it up here. We're actually going to do that. And we'll move the rest of our guys forward. And the archers as well. And these guys will follow kind of the last place, but that's okay. We will end our turn. Now, we're going to start by moving, as always, our sacrificial unit ahead and see what we've got over here. We've got archers and trolls. Trolls! I told you those filthy rebels were in league with these brutes. No matter, we will show them the might of an imperial army. Onwards, man. The first to bring me a troll's head will get his pay double. Right. Now, we'll let them attack in a moment, but first I want to move Moira, and I want to start with regular attack. We're going to hit, I think... I'm gonna start with the troll, because the troll can do a lot of damage if you aren't watching properly for it, so I think we want to make sure that we can protect that. These knights should move forward as much as they can. Follow with our spearmen and our other sacrifice. And we'll let Philos kind of stand next to Moira. Moira's gonna take the most of the damage. Actually, the sacrificial unit will probably take most of the damage, which is good. Now, Moira, unfortunately, even though she's a ranged character, she does not actually have defensive fire, which is a little bit irritating. I really wish she did. But they're all going at this, which is fantastic. It's exactly what we want them to do. Now, remember, you want to use this unit so that they will all do like the defensive fire thing. So that's actually, we're gonna move here. And we're gonna let the enemies do the defensive fire, which means that now we can actually hit the enemies without them using the defensive fire on us, which is good. Let's start though with Moira attacking the troll, I think. And then we'll let the spearmen finish this troll. My archers will move forward and hit their archers. Now, my knights could finish off their troll. Let the spearmen run ahead. And this unit as well. And then Philos is going to, I think he's going to move forward and he's actually going to attack these archers. Now these archers did not use any defensive fire because they already used it up on the previous unit over there. Now this means we also gained this. Unfortunately no one's standing there, so it's not very useful right now. But we do have it, which I guess is okay. Let's end our turn. And they're going at our archers. We did get that defensive fire, but it wasn't much. Okay. Now again, they've got double archers, which is not ideal. We could, however, move here with our own archers and let them have the defensive fire thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a step back with our archers, hit up their swordsmen. Then we'll use this unit to force both of their archers to use up their defensive fire. And then we can start doing proper stuff. Now, Moira will hit up their archers. And then our spearmen are going to move forward and hit them up. Ooh, our other spearmen can't get close enough. That's a bit sad. We're going to fall back with Philos and move forward with our spearmen, who will now attack their archers. And we can attack with this unit anywhere. So this unit's going to rest. It needs to rest anyway. So I'm not like... So I think it's okay. Now Philos could increase everybody's morale. So let's do it. Not overly helpful, but it's better than nothing. Also, because we captured... Actually, we need to capture the settlement because this is not giving us any gold per turn. This is going to give us gold per turn. And we only have 6 turns during which we can gain any gold. So we definitely want that. So let's move this unit forward, kill up their archers, and gain that 8 gold per turn that I just talked about. My sacrificial unit... We could let it die. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Are we getting mana back from killing it? I don't think so. I don't think we get any bonus from killing it, though. So because there's like a unit and it's called Acolyte, which can also summon these, and if that unit dies, you will still get like a really big bonus, or like mana bonus. So it's actually pretty okay if they die. I think I'll let our spearmen kill the enemies. And then what I'm going to do with more is actually going to summon one more unit. I'm going to summon one more of these undead ones so that we can continue attacking the way we need to. And these guys, we're just going to move them ahead. I think we're going to start going here to the left next. Probably move from the top position. And Philos needs to rest. And yeah, everybody else has used up their stuff, so that's fine. End their turn. These guys are running away. Try to follow them up, but I don't think we need to. How about we'll instead try to focus on this direction. So let's move Moira. Oh, Moira can only move through here. Okay, let's start by going on the inside here. They've got archer and 2 cavalry units. Now can my archers... Ooh, I wish my archers could move one step forward. That'd be really nice for us, but they can't. Still, we definitely want to move at least our spearmen in front of our archers so that they get a little bit of defense. Philos, do we want to move him from the bottom? Try to get like a side attack, or do we want to... Like maybe. I think that like maybe that's a good decision. We'll move Moira here as well. And I think we'll summon one more of these units. We'll summon it in there. So enemies will hopefully attack either Philos or this unit. We should be okay. We can't rest here. Can't use any of our abilities, unfortunately, either. So let's just... Oh, we have you left, though. I'm probably gonna try to move with this unit around, just to kind of see, like, for example, we could try to capture this cave and maybe get some sort of good equipment. Just kind of use it as like a move around unit and see what's elsewhere. They're moving ahead. Yeah, they're trying to get into good position. Oh, actually, they aren't going to. I thought they were going to use like the defensive fire, but they aren't doing that because they do not have any defensive fire this way. I'm going to move Moira forward. Oh. Okay, so I thought it would be a good decision, but I didn't realize we're going to have like a bunch of trolls here. So that's not great for us. How forward can you move? You can't move very much forward, so you just go here. That's the best movement I can give you. Can't really attack these guys very hard either. Do you have like a charge ability? No. Okay. I wanted to check it because some trolls have like a charge ability and they can like do attack on multiple people at once. And I wanted to make sure that that was not the case for us. Alright, let's move these spearmen there. And attack... Oh, actually attacking their spearmen is pretty expensive for us. I'm gonna move here. Hit their spearmen first before we do anything else. Then we can do a stalemate attack on them. Okay. These riders, what do we want to do with them though? We could go and attack. I think I'll do the stalemate. But then again, this is not a sacrificial unit, so... We can just kind of fortify here, I think. We're gonna move these guys there and we're gonna move these guys ahead. Kind of not doing anything this turn, but that's okay. Let's grab this cave. We gain 33 gold and then we're gonna keep moving. We'll try to go towards that settlement. It's probably captured, but we'll just see what's there. Now these trolls, I did not calculate these trolls. Also, we'll see what the spiders over there do. Hopefully the trolls will just like not attack us, but I think the chance of them not attacking us is really, really low. Yeah. Are they gonna hit Moira as well? Okay, so they're fighting with the spiders, which is great for Moira because she needs to run. Like, girl, you gotta run back. How far back though? If I could just go with her somewhere where I would be protected. Yeah, let's move with these men forward. Let their archers use up their attack. Then Philos could move and attack their spearmen. Moira's gonna fall back and she's going to use her archery skills to hit out their spearmen. And then I'm going to let... Ooh. Okay, so I thought that these knights could move in front of her, but they can't. They can only move next to her. Do you have a potion? Well, even if she does, she can't use it to summon a unit. So we're just gonna have to hope that the trolls don't attack her. But hopefully we'll be fine. But let's move my archers ahead and hit. We could kill their spearmen or hit their archers. One of these we want to do. We're gonna let my spearmen hit their archers. And I'm going to grab my sacrificial unit and hit them up. And we'll move these guys forward. My archers will hit their archers. And we should be okay. I don't actually think the troll can move here because of the zone of control. It has to move either here. Actually, it could move through this place, I think. Yeah, it could move because if it steps here, then it can step into the position. So we'll just have to hope. Can you kill her? No. It doesn't say she's dead. It's just she would have very low HP. We could also use this upgrade on her. One of these would hopefully... Provides one skeleton and heavy infantry per scenario. That's actually pretty good. Let's grab that. And then we could... Can I not pick... Oh, seriously? I cannot pick where I want to place it? I was going to place it on the other side. Oh man, that's a bit mean. Or unfortunate, I should say. Now you just move ahead. Just want to see what's elsewhere. Yeah, okay, so this unit is just going to die. But I wanted to see if there's anything useful that we could grab. There wasn't. It's all good. We'll end our turn. Hopefully the spiders will keep fighting the trolls. Yeah, this unit's just gonna die. That's fine, we don't care. It's dead. Good. Yeah, they keep fighting themselves, which is great. Now I'm going to grab my spearmen Well, let's start with my archers, hit up their camp. Then my spearmen can hit their camp, and my... Actually, we should be using our sacrificial unit at their trolls. And not at their archers. Because, yeah, it's really important. Alright, Philos is going to kill this thing. We're going to get 8 more gold per turn for 2 turns. That's great. Moira just needs to heal herself. I think that was rather obvious. And then we'll let our cavalry hit this thing up. And then with the rest of our unit, we're just going to start moving backwards. So that's what we need. We could try to grab you. We can't get to the cave anyway. We'll do the cave next turn, just because we have that one turn where it's going to give us stuff. So it's beneficial. We might get hit by the spiders though, that were somewhere here, but I think it's not that much of a problem. Right, end our turn. Especially if the cave could give us something like weapons or some other equipment. I feel like it would be useful. So you move back. Yeah, we get weapons, good. Everybody else, just start moving where you need to be moving. You could also rest. Everybody else, just like keep moving ahead. You too. And then archers, spearmen, you know, just like everyone. Philos could move through this side, it seems to be faster. So why not? Last turn where we get money. So even though they captured it, it doesn't count again because we captured it once, so we don't actually need to grab it again, which is good, so we don't care. We also don't gain any money from it anymore, so like I've said, completely irrelevant. Ooh, we could do a pretty hard attack over here if we wanted to. We'll start with Philos by moving upwards. Then my archers will move there and hit up their swordsmen. I don't know if I want to bother. I might just want to move forward with this thing. I don't know yet. No, it's probably better if we fight them. Okay, we'll fight them. Moira's gonna move behind and use her attack as well. You take a step back. And you're gonna get hit by these spiders, unfortunately. I think... Actually, what if you just camp there? I don't think the spiders see us. And I don't think we're gonna need that unit to fight over here. Yeah, so let's just end our turn. Yeah, they're running. They're trying to run. But we gotta hurry. I mean, we don't have to hurry, but I'd like to hurry. Alright, you follow up. You could kill these guys, sure. Moira should follow up, so will my archers. And my swordsmen. And Philos as well. You again, just stay where you are. Leave it alone. Alright, you need to move. We've got one spearman over there. Wow, we can do some really high damage there. That's pretty cool. Moira will follow up. She can start by shooting them. Can you not shoot them? Oh, not yet. Okay, never mind. Philos will move behind her. Here as well. And then our spearmen are just going to hit their spearmen because we can do some high damage, so why not? End the turn. We'll do the same. Now it says that we get them every scenario, so I'm assuming that that means that they are... that we can sacrifice them. Ooh, they got an ambush for us. That was good for them. That is unfortunately really good for them. That was great. Alright, we can kill these guys. Can Philos move through? Yes, to attack their archers. Yes, he can. Then we'll follow up with the rest of our army. Step by step. They're charging him, which is good, as I've already explained. Yeah, skeleton heavy infantry. Yeah, it did say, it said somewhere like we get one every... Yeah, they're expendable. No, that's not what that says. But yeah, they're summoned. So that's what the part where it says that at the end of the next turn they're going to be gone. So we don't care if they live or die. We'll hit their archers again and their swordsmen with my archers. And then I'm gonna move these spearmen backwards. Actually, I could move them in the water, but yeah, we'll do it. Because these guys, they cannot attack from the water. I'm gonna have them go first. Still a stalemate, even though these guys went first. It's a bit unfortunate. And well, what if I use Philos to hit them? It's still gonna be and then it's favorable attack, okay. And our turn again. And next time we should kill them. They're trying to rest, like there's no way I'm gonna let you rest. Let's attack from the back in case we want somebody to move forward. We'll use Mora to finish them off. And then Philos as well. We want our heroes to have the final shot. That was the last of the rebel camp. Justice has been done and we can finally return home. I long for a proper bed and some mulled wine to take the cold from my bones. We have won this scenario. We only need to pay 7 to heal this thing, which is okay. We unfortunately don't get any from the wealth to gold, but that's alright. As you make the return journey to Sinor, a messenger rides up to you with a missive from Governor Vorios. Yeah, our mission was a success, I trust, with the rebels punished according to their crimes. Fortunately, return home must wait a while longer. The attacks by the usurper Markra and her rebel require me to stay with our allegiance in Sinner a little longer, I'm afraid. Emboldened by armies being occupied, barbarian marauders have been harassing the coast near Rime. The troops are the closest to the town, and I need you to repel those vultures before they move further inland. I've ordered a small dispatch of supplies to meet up with you a day southwest of Rime to make sure your troops have sufficient strength to face the barbarian filth. Trust both of you get along well, and Mora's skills have been an asset to the task. Oh great, another cleanup. When will he allow us to fight a real war instead of these filthy brigands? I'm afraid my silken sheets will have to wait a little longer then, while I aboard this gold. Alright, well, I think this is a good time to end the episode. If you enjoyed it, if you did, run on the comments, and you can click on the right to watch my Let's Play of the other DLC. I'll see you there. Bye bye!